we're back with part 2 of Doki Doki Literature Club. I had a chance to rest my voice. We are just about to present our poem to one of the 4 girls. Let's go with Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first.
Okay. Well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
Eh? Well then what's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems. That's what I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said.
Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad.
Wait, so she likes it? It wasn't bad?
You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or loss that she
liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? I showed you mine, now show me yours.
Grr, fine, I guess.
The pit of despair. Don't even think. Don't even think about trying to escape.
Grr, fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't.
Well, here we go. Should I read it in her voice? Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Well, there you go.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it. Human can censor? Oh no. You mean human Is that what you're gonna say? I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I can understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set it for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. Are you saying that Natsuki is simple-minded? I didn't say that, the game is saying that. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I read my poem to next? Okay, I landed on Yuri this time. Let's go with Yuri first. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Oh, so it's that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that... it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Is everyone satisfied with the voice changes that I'm using for each character, by the way? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry that I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. I'm just a slow reader, okay? That's all. Well, I don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo-hoo! Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Cat. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. I just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you! We just don't want to go make another poll, I think. Let's go to Sayori. And I don't have to press the button this time.
This is a good poem, Cat. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room.
Well,
of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Cat. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people? That's something only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. Not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? And that will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trusted you. I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Me too, breakfast sounds really good. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No! Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least it makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Ah, yeah. But next time, The next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. I guess I have to show to Monica next, right?
Roses are red. The grass seems greenish. Hot dogs, fish sticks, and stick. Are of the meats. Whenever I'm with you, my heart beats fast from my head to my toes.
That doesn't rhyme, Maro. Your poem needs to rhyme, okay? Can we have Maro just like cite a limerick? I'd be fine with that, quite honestly. Alright, now we got the creepy voice Monica going on here. Hi, Cat. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities, or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Why does this sound just like me? Why am I exactly this character? Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ah ha ha ha! Don't worry, Cat. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. You are Monica? No, I'm Cat. That's me. Anything that doesn't have a block of text above it is just me self-monologuing. Or something. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Cat. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Ah ha ha ha! Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. Ha ha ha. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? I have, actually. I remember those. Falling Up was a good book. Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. I forgot to change my voice. He's famous for things that can do the... He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. Those poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. But they might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ah ha ha? Ah ha ha? Best girl is Yuri for real? Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. That's what she said. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Hahaha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gone pretty popular nowadays. That's a lot of poems I've been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. There's so many words. Hope you don't mind these voices. I need a creepy voice
Veron
for
ci vusa
Monica.
young la su streamed. She liked gaming and she daydreamed. It was rather great, but not quite consumate. She couldn't say no to the redeemed.
Mara, why? Mara says creepy things. She can say no to the redeem. Whew! I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting into myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Eh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Ah, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss a symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. I do have a couple suggestions. I was looking for suggestions. I would have asked someone who already liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Kat did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Kat liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Kat appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours.
Huh? How do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Kat started showing up.
Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Kat... She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force him to have them figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Kat.
Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Kat? Well? How did it get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be... I don't know what to do. Zomex Fox, hello.
Hello there.
Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing good. Help me, Sayori. Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Eh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting and making and is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Cat?
Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her.
I agree. It's unfair for others to inject their own feelings into our conflict.
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being.
She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place.
Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes...
Stop! Welcome to the cutesy dating sim. The best dating sim. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people. And I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems. They're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the follow. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting?
Because...
Well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Is it that one?
She's got huge tracts of land.
Big and beautiful. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. Le Mew Mew? Silver's just complaining to me, probably needs to check his bowl. I gave her plenty of food and water before stream, and now she just wants a little bit of attention, I suppose. So, this is why Sayori is vice president? I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing for me. Ahaha! Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori's amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. I know how to talk. I know how to say words, okay? That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? Big, beautiful, sauce-drenched meatballs? What? It's Spicy meatball.
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Cat, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. And not to myself, with newfound determination.
Cat!
Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sarah beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayuri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayuri, about what happened earlier.
Eh? What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Whew. You know, Kat, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is gonna be so much fun.
Looks like Sayuri still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Oh, we have to make another poem, do we? So how come we don't have Monica as a dating option, potentially? We need a Nick Cage curse dating sim? I'm sure one of those already exists. So I need to make a new poem. Who should I try and go for? I just picked random words last time. Text games do that? Do I need to talk less or what? I'm just picking random words again. Kitty! Okay, maybe one's not kitty. A tone. Milk. Boop! Sugar. Vanilla. Fluffy! Fluffy clouds. Chocolate. Strawberry. Scars. Pain. Prayer. Fester. Defeat. Depression. Defeat depression. Wouldn't we love that? Let's defeat depression together. I can tell you when things pick up if you'd like. I just want to make sure I get to some sort of like good stopping point before my voice finally gives out. I'm not ending stream, by the way. Don't worry about that. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Kat.
Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you into a good mood. You can see what we said so far. Woo, whatever. Visual novels are definitely wordy. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
Huh? That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
What? Why that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. Usually, like, you don't want to look at a woman's purse. You're gonna find some weird stuff in there. If I wanted to read a novel, I would just read a novel. Should I stop talking as much? Maybe that would help my voice or whatever.
I just wanted to look at it.
I just want to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out.
Ooh.
I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. You had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money, or that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves one option.
What? I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Well, there you go. Never unless you're instructed to do so. That's up to you, Cat, if I want to read blah. Ahaha. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book.
Yuri! Tell Cat to let me borrow some money.
That's... Don't give me all of that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Oh shit. She's getting quite bossy. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book.
I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side to you.
That's... There's no way you could think that.
You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution.
Does anyone care if I just stick with this voice for Yuri? Or like go a little bit lower? Retribution? That! Still, coming from you, Sayori. Guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. I don't mind. Typical, average. Oh, we're still trying to figure out the secret word. Whatever, get through all the reading. I'll still use the the other two voices for the other characters, but I think for these two characters, I'll stick with like my normal clean voice and just pitch it up or pitch it down. Come on, give me more credit than that. Hee. What? Did someone get slapped? Someone got slapped. The hell? Kia! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is that a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution? Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. There we go. I just got to know what I've been tried. What's been tried. I mean, I have some other voices.
I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though.
Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears up the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I burned my tongue.
You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours look really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers.
But yours is chocolate.
Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one?
Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me. Hehe. Sayori gets out her receipt and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Ah, jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori...
Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room.
Ugh. Where's Monica anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all.
Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true.
Excuse me?
Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose this club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Ah, never mind. What held you up anyway? It's a reference to Alvin and Chipmunks, okay. Because I actually do have a chipmunk voice.
This is my chipmunk place. Christmas tree, it's here. Sweet Eva has heard your ears.
Does that work? What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano.
That is so cool. You should play something for us, Monica.
That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
Yay!
That sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Cat.
Monica smiles sweetly.
I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out of Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow has already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. So if your dating options, marry, fuck, kill? I don't know if I want to play that game right now. Especially considering all of these are technically high schoolers. But my character's also in high school? Whatever. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. I'm feeling a little bit too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica.
We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though.
Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds.
That doesn't solve the problem, though.
Hey? What do you mean?
Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds.
What's this? Sayori is taking this relatively seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh? That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick?
What kind?
Well, I guess we could...
Cupcakes!
Good thinking. There's a lot of voice switching in this game. Natsuki would love to do that.
You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly.
that wasn't really why you suggested it.
Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
Cupcakes it is then.
I'm hungry.
Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get my case about things. I don't know how to read, I've been reading way too much.